Welcome to another episode of the Metal Queens podcast, the show where we dig deep with the fiercest, most visionary women in metal. I'm Steve Richards, and today we're joined by an extraordinary artist whose music feels like an epic, dark fantasy brought to life through symphonic metal, gothic intensity, and elemental storytelling. Born in Venezuela to Italian heritage, classically trained, and now a musicologist, cellist, singer, and composer. She calls her sound dark fantasy metal, a world of deathly waltzes, mythic love, and spectral duets. Gabrielle Driessen is the artist we're talking about here. Welcome to the Metal Queens podcast.
Hello, thank you so much for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's great to have you here joining us from Spain, Gabrielle is. Gabby, let's start at the beginning. How did your upbringing in a musical family shape your first steps into singing, cello, and composition too?
Yes, well, my father is a lyrical tenor, not a professional one, but he was always singing arias, tenor arias at home. And my brother is also a pianist. So yes, I was surrounded by music since I was very young. And when I could had the chance to dive into the opera world for female musicians, I fell in love with the Queen of the Night aria, Der Holle Rache, and I decided that I wanted to do it myself. So I started the classical training around when I was 11 years old. Later, with 13 years old, I started to play the cello, and the composition endeavors started around my 20s. Yes, but the lyrics, I started to write lyrics around 12 years old. Yes.
You have described your sound as dark fantasy metal, your music. Can you talk about that a little bit? What it means for you, and how does it differ from symphonic or gothic metal?
Well, I think the biggest difference from the symphonic and gothic metal is that we have this kind of eerie sound. It's more whimsical as well. We have like a lot of influences from Danny Elfman dark cinematic scores. So it's like a fusion between those dark cinematic scores with metal, black metal, and of course we have these elements from the symphonic metal as well, with big orchestrations and all of these things. And also we have the influences from the gothic metal with these topics around the death, impossible loves, mythology, and all of this. So yes, we can say that the music is seated in symphonic gothic metal, also a little bit of black metal, but it's more like dark fantasy metal. Yes.
I read that Epica's The Phantom of Agony was a pivotal discovery for you at the age of 11. What about that
Yes.
album? What was so important, so special? How did it hit you so deeply?
Well, when I first hear that score, it was like, oh my God, I need to to be part of something like this, like that, because I remember the first one I heard from Mel Fronted was Evanescence, and I was really into Evanescence at that time. But a friend was like, "No, you need to hear this. Listen to this." And when I listened to "Cry for the Moon," that was the first song that I listened for an Epica. It was like, oh my goodness, this mix from the lyrical voice of Simone with the growls from Mark, this Beauty and the Beast contraposition. Okay, I need to make something like this. So I started the classical training as well because Simone was an enormous influence in my singing for like 10 years or something like that.
The cello weaves through Deathly Waltz with haunting clarity. Do you write your metal compositions, Gabby, starting from cello or voice or a concept first?
The composition started as a concept first,
Mm.
but the first thing I wrote was the intro you can hear with the cello and the glockenspiel. So it was very cello driven, if you think like that. And later, when I finished the intro, I started to make everything from the scratch with the piano. So it's like a mix.
Mm. Tell me about your collaboration with Yamil Ladner from Abstracted Mind. How does his production shape your vision?
Yes, it definitely shaped the vision because in the beginning time phase of the Waltz, the song was more difficult to digest and to hear because it was very influenced by the romanticism times with all the chromaticisms of Tchaikovsky, Satie, Chopin. So it also had like an atonal sense in some parts. So Jamil made some great arrangements to make it sound more clear and and love and sorry, and it lost the sense of the tonal that it had. So yes, definitely Jamil was crucial for the song and for the project because he did all the band parts of the song. I did the orchestra and the voice. He made the arrangements there, and he wrote all the band parts for the song.
Gabby, your debut single, Deathly Waltz, it's out now. It portrays two doomed lovers, a ghost and his beloved. What inspired this story of eternal longing?
A dream.
Mhm.
It came from a dream because I'm currently writing a trilogy of books that almost all the scenes of the book came to me in dreams. So I remember when it was funny because I was listening a lot to the song "The Rooster's Crow" by Blackbriar that day, and when I went to bed that night, I had this dream, this doom lovers, where she lost her husband that was poisoned by his twin brother, and all of this was settled in a rococo time in a chateau. So yes, she was completely lost in grieving. She was begging to his lover to come back to take with him, and he was visiting her. He was haunting her in dreams, and in all of the dreams, she was asking him to take her away to the afterlife, and and he agreed to do it only with the condition to have like a final waltz because the waltz was a dance they always danced together when he was alive. So she used her wedding gown. They had the last dance, the last waltz, and he took her soul away. So I was like, okay, I need to do something with this. I need to write something, and of course, it was the first one I could finish, and it was this one. Yes.
Yeah, and check out the video. Great video for Deathly Waltz. You mentioned your literary trilogy. It's based on Celtic and Norse mythologies. When is that due out? Is that due out this year?
The first book probably will be out this year, yes, because we have three books and also a prequel. So I'm doing everything everything myself. So let's see. I hope that I can finish the first one for this year.
By the way, the video for Deathly Waltz, I want to come back to that for a moment. Where was that shot?
It was shot in the Teatro Principal de Burgos
In Spain.
in Spain. Yes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful setting. Definitely check out that video. If you could perform Deathly Waltz anywhere in the world, Gabby, stage, festival, or mythical realm, where would it be? What would you choose?
Oh my God! In a if it will be in a mythical festival, in the backend, yes.
Aachen. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, or in the grass pop as well.
Have you been to Aachen?
No, but I
Yeah,
want to be there someday.
yeah. All right, your album, Beyond Our Endlessness, is highly anticipated. What can fans expect from it, both musically and emotionally? And when do you expect to release it?
Well, the fans can expect an emotional journey
Mm.
of grief, love, and despair because all the songs are very emotional and very difficult to digest in a in emotional sense of the word. And also in the musical endeavor, you can expect something very similar to Deadly Balls, but as well we have like some tunes with more folk vibes, and also how can I say it? We have like a kind of elegy, yes, something like that. It will be a very long track that we're currently on the production of that one. So yes, you can expect more drama,
Mm.
more dark fantasy, and also more blast beats, definitely.
Eh,
And for the release date, we'll be releasing singles as a waterfall release. So probably the whole album will be out for the next year. Yes.
In 2027. All right. And where do you see your work evolving over the next, let's say, 5 years? More concept albums. You got books coming out. We know that with that trilogy. Collaborations.
Yes, definitely. We're planning to make like a lot of albums, a lot of concept albums around the books because we have a lot of material. I have like 50 songs
Hmm.
already written, at least in the lyrics.
Wow.
So all of them are around the books. And yes, yes, I think we we have done also some collaborations for this album. We have, I think, 3 or 4 collaborations for the album. So let's see. Let's see what the future brings.
And how about live shows? I know you want to play at Wacken, but any live shows planned there in Spain coming up in the rest of the winter or the spring?
Well, maybe for the autumn, for the fall, we'll have some shows. I need to organize with the people because I have already the guitar player and the bassist, but I need a drummer.
Hmm.
So I need to make a search for a nice drummer.
All right, so Gabby's looking for a drummer. If you're a drummer,
Yes.
reach out to her on social media. All right, from the spectral waltzes to mythic lovers and beyond, the artistry of Gabrielle Driessen defies boundaries and invites us all to dance with our own shadows. Keep your eyes and ears open for the album Beyond Our Endlessness in 2027, but more singles to come this year from this album. Be sure to follow Gabrielle's journey into the underworld and back. Gabby, thank you so much for joining us here on the Metal Queens podcast.
Thank you so much for the invitation. It was a pleasure.
It was great having you. And thank you for watching and listening to the Metal Queens podcast. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, write a review. I'm Steve Richards. I will talk to you again next time.